Connecting the dots, connecting his guests to the world, creating more connections. Welcome to The Connection. Meet your host, author, coach, Air Force veteran, Jay Morales.
Thanks for joining us again here on The Connection. I'm very grateful to have Brett Allen with us today. And Brett, crazy, you've shared your story. We've heard of it. But before we get to all that, let's talk about the first time you heard about the 50-mile march.
It was last year. A couple of participants that I knew, Dave Swearingen, who's my platoon leader this year, which is fun, was doing it. So I kind of followed him along. And then one of my good friends, Kimberly Garber, did it last year. She came from Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
So I followed both of them.
She came all the way up. Yep, I do remember that. She had the cool American flag shoes on, the Brooks. Yeah, I wanted one of those so bad. So now we figured out your connection to the 50-mile march. Let's talk about you as a person, and then we'll go on to other subjects. Brett, what occupies your time? What do you do during the day?
During the day, I work for the law firm that has the contract to run the child support services for Douglas County.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been there for 24 years.
You've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot of things. I've done a lot there.
Yeah. Are you from Omaha originally?
Not originally. I'm from the other end of the state, from Gearing.
Gearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, heck, I drove through Gearing one time by accident, and I'm going to tell you this. They had a lot of above ground swimming pools in the front yard, brother.
Yeah, well,
in the front.
Yeah, put it where you can put it.
Yes. Good old Gearing. A friend of Michelle is from Gearing. You probably know her, and then I'll connect you guys. Hessler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know her too?
I know Hesslers.
Get out.
Which
I'm not sure which of the family tree, but here's the connection.
Yeah, I know. I graduated with Michelle Hessler, Mikey Hessler.
That's Mikey.
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I saw her a few weeks ago. We were back for a class reunion in Gearing.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
See, this is what I talk about on The Connection. So our podcast, right? It's all about connection. Our life is all about connection, and you just never know, but people never listen enough. I could have just said, oh, Gearing. I could have just went on with the joke, but it hit me, the name. And when you said Mikey, there's a connection there. You can't mistake her for anybody else.
You cannot. No.
That's awesome, brother. That's wow. I'm wild right now on my podcast. So Brett, Gearing, what made you move from there? When did you move from there?
So I did my undergrad down in Kansas City. And after I graduated there in '99, I had a buddy that I knew that was moving to Omaha for a teaching job.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, you want to move to Omaha? Sure, why not? Big town. Kansas City was nice. I think it's a better place to visit than live.
I agree.
For me.
I agree.
And so, coming back to Nebraska, those the other end of the state. So I've been here, 25 years?
Time flies, right? You think about it. Somebody watching right now, they're saying Nebraska, Omaha. They think of cornfields and they think of all the other things. But what would you tell somebody to say, hey, here's what we have that's really cool. What do you love about Omaha or Nebraska?
Look, it's a little big city. I mean, there's a little bit to do everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's arts or sporting events. We have so many restaurants. It's ridiculous.
It's the food capital, second food capital of the world.
And they're always busy, which I don't understand. But so there's a lot to do. And unlike a lot of big cities like Denver and stuff, you can get around in Omaha pretty quickly.
It's true. It's a 22-minute town.
Yeah.
I'm mad about 22 minutes of traffic or 23 minutes of traffic. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So you can go from one end to the other end and you don't have to, worry about, how long it's going to take. And
that's true. Except when I drive to Bellevue. I don't know what it is, brother. That's a whole different. I swear to you, I don't know any shortcut to Bellevue.
No.
And it seems like every place I want to go to Bellevue is 37 minutes away. I don't know why.
I think even like going to sporting events, you think it's in Bellevue, and it's like, it's a road trip.
Oh, you got to pack a lunch. Yeah. Hey, Bellevue, we love you, but no love lost there. All right. So what do you do outside of work? How are you connected in the community?
Or
what occupies your time?
My son usually occupies my time.
Tell me about your son.
He's a senior at Millard North. Now he's just doing wrestling now. Once he heals up, he just had surgery.
Yeah.
but other than that, it's me and him. We, we are pretty much connected, going everywhere together, and
That's awesome. Father, son, huh?
yeah, very, very close.
Yeah. I saw, I think on your timeline, first day of school, you were lucky to get a wince, like a nice little photo out of him. He was on crutches though, right?
He's on crutches, but
Yeah.
he's a boy. He's 18 and he didn't really want to smile.
No, I get it. I get it. He's like, Dad, you know, if we can go back to the ages when they were 4, I was looking at my son. So he's 16 now. You can't believe that they were that little.
No,
I mean,
no.
we tell people all the time, oh, we're so busy. Our kids grew up so fast. It's true. Life does go very, very fast. And now I want to reconnect to the march. So before your why, you know, you told me how you heard about it. 2 great people, you know. When you heard about it, take us back to the moment that you remember hearing about it. Because everyone interprets it different. What did you think it was, or what did you?
I really didn't know a whole lot about, you know, why. I mean, what you guys are doing or what the mission was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all.
Yes.
People marching 50 miles, and I'm like, well, there's a group of crazy people, which is kind of fun and exciting because I like crazy people.
I love crazy people. That's why you're here, bro.
Right. But then, you know, I started getting to talk to them, and everybody has their different reasons why they do it. You know, the mission you guys do, and just helping people, veterans. So I really, you know, started researching a little bit, and you know, how could that relate to me in my life, and just kind of like, you know what, I see what they're doing. I was kind of jealous watching the march last year. It's like,
sure, you're like,
I mean,
what am
like,
I? Yeah.
Well, these guys are doing something. I'm not doing anything. And then the actual knowing how hard it's going to be, it's kind of exciting in a weird way.
Yeah, it is. It is. We're glutton for pain.
Weird.
You got to be a glutton for pain. It's true. And you know, everyone has a connection and a reason why. So I do want to talk about your reason why now, you know, and I know, in all respect, I want to respect the story. So your ex-wife, Cari,
Yep.
To tell me about, you know, what happened there of, you know, the incident.
She'd been dating, someone, for about a year. He's a 20-year veteran.
Yeah.
Of the military. They had, you know, broken up, and then one night she went out and he came up from Topeka, kind of stalked her throughout the night. Eventually got into her house and waited for her to get home. Still, why she's in the house, she didn't know he was there, and he's messaging her. Like, she's downstairs and he's messaging her. She thought he was in Kansas still.
Yes.
And he basically hunted her down, killed her inside her own house, took her body, drove it down to Topeka, where he was from, buried it, and then decided to skip the country and go to Belize.
Was he extradited later back?
He was. They got him. So that all happened November 20th was when she was killed, and they got him back just before Christmas. They got him from Belize. It was crazy the amount of agencies that were involved, and they were all awesome. I mean, from the Sheriff's Department to the U.S. Marshals to Omaha Police Department to Topeka Police Department, Shawnee County. I mean, Douglas County Attorney's Office. I mean, everyone was absolutely phenomenal.
No, I can appreciate that. I wanna stay here for a second with, you know, it's a veteran, 20 years, you know, and most people, right, on just a natural reaction, and you've got the reactions like, man, that's a veteran who did that, you know, and you're not a veteran.
No,
you didn't serve, right?
I did not serve.
But here's the part where people have asked you, and in my mind, the first thing I heard in my head say, well, isn't he angry? Right? That's just my gut reaction. Like, I'll just tell you, I'm going to speak this out loud because I want to articulate what I felt. This guy, his ex-wife, was killed, you know, by a veteran. And why isn't he angry at veterans, right? That was just a gut.
No.
But then I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, this must be a good guy. I've got to meet him. So Brett, tell us your process of thinking, and, you know, right when you found out he was a veteran. So you already knew probably. Yeah, you already knew.
I knew him. I mean, we'd done things together. So
okay, so you guys got along, or there was amicable with the kids and all that stuff. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I guess I mean, trust me, there is anger in here, but
Yeah.
towards
Yes.
him and the act that he did.
Yes.
But just the pain that came of it because of this act. And like I said, the conversations I've had to have with my son, I wish upon no one, but I know
Yeah.
people have to have them. I mean, I'm not unique in that situation. So I really thought, is there something that I can do to maybe help prevent this from happening to someone else? Because it is absolutely, I mean, I can replay so many conversations that, I mean, it's
Yeah.
cringeworthy, and you shouldn't have to have, and no kid should have to hear.
I can't imagine you here even sitting in front of me saying, is there something I can do about this? I mean, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
You
you can either sit at home and do nothing and hope the world changes, or you can take an active role in trying to help
Right.
facilitate change.
but this happened to your son's mother, right? This happened to you as a family
Right.
at some, and yes, she was your ex-wife, but the conversations, to your son, and all respect for your son and your family too. I didn't think about it even before this interview. I hate telling my kids any bad news about anybody. You know what I mean? Oh, mom got hurt, or mom had cancer, or mom this, but would you care to share anything that,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you don't, it's
no,
okay.
it's, I mean, as parents,
Yeah.
the worst thing to do is know your child is hurting, and there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, no salve you can put on it. You can't take them to the doctor, bandage it up. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
It's true. And I think people need to realize that no matter what you do, no matter how great of a dad you are, your kid has to grieve,
Right.
or the people who love that person have to grieve.
Right. And and you can't bring, a person back. You can't bring, in this case, I can't bring Cari back, and I can't replace Cari. I mean,
Right.
she was a phenomenal mother.
Great.
And there's no replacing that in any way, shape or form. So, yeah, I just I got to, I needed to do something. And this, sounded like a good opportunity to get involved and do something and hopefully make a change for someone else out there.
It's pretty, if you talk to me and in time wise, it's still fresh.
It's very fresh.
I mean, it's not even a year yet.
But it was in 2022.
2022. Okay,
Yeah.
well, still
A little less than 3 years.
a little less than 3 years, but
But you think about it, you go through, finding them, and then you go through, everything through the court and the sentencing. And so
it's ongoing.
it's like you think you've got a relief, and then something else happens. Something else happens after that. So you're continually reminded of, what people went through. And so it's still very, very fresh.
When you go through something tragic, you always hear about the aftermath left behind, and you could be sour, and like you said, there's anger, rightfully so, but again, we can't correlate to one thing, but this is where you are stepping out and saying, hey, I think I heard it on your interview, you said, what if we could prevent something like this from happening again?
Right.
Think about it. And I think people who are, and this is no justification, but people who are in distress and have nowhere to go, do some harmful things, either to themselves or other people, right? And before this incident, had you thought about mental health or anything like that before, or just the well-being of humans, or has this really just elevated it to the top?
I thought about it a little bit, but nothing. Definitely not the level that I think about it now.
Right. I mean, we're men. We're about the same age, I think. I think I'm older than you, but my point is this: we didn't grow up, hey, how's your mental health, Brett?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Matter of fact, we don't talk about those things. You hush. You'll be fine. You're depressed? No, you're just tired, right?
Right.
I mean, talk about it now. Like, how crucial do you think it is to have the conversation or engage with those who we think need help?
It's incredibly important, and I think, as you said it, we hold in a lot of stuff, and I still we hold in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And when you do that, eventually there's going to be a trigger, something that explodes. And
Mhm.
whether, it could be hurting yourself, hurting someone else, or that we have to get to a point where we're not allowing that to happen. And just see little things that we know need to get addressed instead of letting it fester.
That's the word, fester. We do.
We 100%.
You know how much stuff that hold on from last week? Dumb stuff, and here we are the week of the March. I promise you, I've got stress underlying here. I've got frustration. I have passion. I'm tired too. I mean, look at the eyes, bro. I got to bank some sleep. But in society, we're taught to brush it off.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine is probably the biggest statement we tell ourselves. It'll be fine. It really will it?
Yeah, let me go outside, cool down for a minute, and it'll be fine. It's gone then. Once you've dealt with it that way, it's gone. Obviously, it's not still.
So, do you engage now with people who you think, veteran or not? Just it makes some people uncomfortable, Brett. For when you see someone crying for help, right? And sometimes they're not crying for help. The signs aren't so obvious, but I'll tell you, I'll engage now, and if I suspect, there's just some kind of crisis or hurting inside, I'm not some kind of empath junkie where I want to take on their problems, but I do want to confront them in a respectful way and say, hey, I'm here to engage and get you to the next step. The last thing I want to do, brother, is save anybody. That's not my job. My job is to get you to the next step. And
unless someone wants to be saved, you can't save them. I mean, they have to want to be saved as well.
It's true.
But your point, I mean, I think when I see someone, and it's probably more people that I know that they're struggling with something, I think I'm a pretty good person that they can come to and talk to. And obviously I've had some experience with dealing with things. So I think a lot of people do, kind of reach out to me a little bit, day-to-day life, whether it's at work or outside work.
Yeah. What, I just never really thought about it even before this conversation. I never took your son into account, right? I on the surface, I saw you, I didn't see, but and
I think that's the hardest part. I mean, us as adults, I think we like, we can deal with it. But when you think about what your kids are going through, I mean, you can't deal with that because you can't fix that. And we always want to be fixers.
True. We've seen better, right? We hit rock bottom a few times to get to where we're at. Most kids have a traumatic event, maybe here or there, maybe an injury, but this is not normal.
And you think about it, the things that get me is, I think about because Cari was, again, a great mother. She was super, super involved with Brendan's life, but like all of his milestones that she misses. And I think those are the things that kind of hurt the most. Yeah. It's like, I mean, he's going to be graduating this year.
Senior, right?
Parents' night, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think those are the moments that still really get me the most.
I could feel your energy right now, like, and it's okay. You don't have to hold any emotion back here, man. Do you get to talk about this like this right now? We're talking in front of a lot of people. That's going to be a large audience, right? I mean, I know you probably do talk to people, but have you been this open? I saw the news. It was a quick 3-4 minutes.
For groups of people, not really. I mean, I've had some private conversations with people, but no, not a lot.
Yeah.
I think, people still to this day is like, how you doing? I'm fine.
Yeah, that's okay. I do want to talk about this, right? Because most people are like, oh, there's Brett. Don't look. Don't look. Right.
You get those looks.
You get those. Hey, man.
It could be a movie that comes on TV and there's something that's similar to the situation. And they're like, look, like,
oh my God.
Is he going to lose it today, or is today the day? I mean,
that's the other thing, right? I don't use the word trigger a lot, but there's events that make you, remind you, and you're around your friends. And, I'm sure that you hear all the things that make it very relevant to that situation. Your friends, what do you want to say to your friends who don't know how to engage you? Because I know you can't talk to all of them at once, but what do you say to anybody? Because I'll tell you what, at the 50-mile march, we've had some people recognize your story and they're like, what do I say to him? Nothing. You just talk to him. He's a guy.
Right.
He's a dude. He's a man. engage and be friendly. And if he wants to share the story with you, good for you guys. But
I guess I'm not fragile. I'm not going to break.
yeah,
I mean,
it's crazy though. Just as we were getting ready for this, hey, is there anything you want me to stay away from? I just want to be respectful, but really, I just want to talk about everything that surrounds it. You know what I mean? For mental health, for the people affected, for the people who may be affected. I just, we talk about being, oh, okay, we got some help, we got some counseling, we're good. It goes beyond that. It goes to accountability, finding a tribe. What have you noticed probably lately about your healing journey? What have you noticed? Like, how, I'm not asking you, has it gotten better? Because that's not a question I'm asking. I'm asking, you heal, right? Sometimes there's a big old scar.
Yeah.
But
I think it everything I think comes in waves.
yeah.
I think I have a good set of, I'll have weeks and weeks where I'm pretty good, but then something, and it could be nothing. It could be you're driving in your car and you see something, a place, you drive by a place that you had done something with, or you hear a song that, the words kind of resonate with you. And it's that those moments are when it's quiet, that you kind of get kicked in the gut a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out this journey a little bit, but I think getting out there and talking about it a little bit more, which I have done, it helps. And I think it helps people being around me. Knowing that I'm okay talking about it.
Yeah.
I can talk about it pretty good, except for when I start talking about my son and the effects it has on my son.
I can see that.
That's when I start getting choked up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that. You got glossy eyed for sure. That's when your energy changed. Yeah. Senior year, this is his year to graduate, to become a man and go out to the world. And, you got to enjoy this year though. You have to enjoy this year, right? Of spending the time. And, there's a parent out there probably in some similar situation. They're single parenting right now. What's your advice to them to keep it together?
To keep it together, I think just be there as much as you can for your kids, because you're hurting and you have to be okay with yourself if you're going to be able to be there and strong with your kids. So, if you need to talk with someone, talk with them. It's okay to have your kids see that you're hurting.
Yeah.
I think that shows them that, you care too. It's just not them in the fight. My son has seen me, break down many times.
Yeah. Does that happen out of nowhere?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll be doing something and you'll just think of man, she would have really liked to have been here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she would have.
Yeah. That just doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't go away. But I think, it's okay to show your kids that you're missing them too. And I think that helps them.
To talk about it.
Right. To talk about it and see that they're not alone. They aren't the only one that's hurting here. And then it's a journey together. We just try and figure it out at the same time.
That's important. I think there are people in this situation where they're listening right now, then they're watching the podcast and they're saying, man, I haven't talked about, mom or dad who passed, or, they just don't see anymore. Parents don't talk about it sometimes. The grandparents don't talk about it sometimes. People get sour and people get, weird about the relationship of not talking anymore. Is that a big fat waste of time? In the scheme of in three, it's since 2022, all the things that, and we don't need to go down a list. Were there times where maybe a feud or conversations or anger, pain, and hurt, in between people who couldn't connect? Isn't that just a big waste of time?
It is. I can't even explain how many times that something has happened in the last 3 years. I've heard something, and not to dismiss what people are going through, but things that people concentrate on and think that, is such a big deal or something. I'm in the grand scheme of things, it's very small.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's take a inventory of what's really important in our lives.
Oh, yes, brother. We talk about the things that are in our way, our obstacles and goals. And like you said, not to minimize anything, but in my mind, I'm like, do you even know what he's been through? Or do you know what people like you go through? And then we talk about there's a line at the grocery store. There's 37 minutes to Bellevue, right?
Like what are we really mad at? I mean,
that's true.
Something, and all those things, they'll pass. I mean, you'll eventually get to Bellevue. I mean, hopefully you pack the lunch,
yes,
but I mean, you'll eventually get there, and those things will pass.
And what's crazy is some things won't, right? Some things will never be again.
It's just like the march. It's going to hurt and it's going to be painful. And we're going to be very tired, but eventually it will pass after 22 hours and 15 minutes.
So yes, I want to talk about the pain of the march. 22 hours, right? We're talking about things that will pass, things that will subside. Brother, this is 120,000 steps, 22 hours, minimal stops. We're talking gravel, rock, whatever they call it, crushed limestone. I call it dirt. I call it dirt.
I call it a little trail, little alleyway, something.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And while it might be 81 to 86 degrees, whatever, backpack on your back. I mean, first of all, you're not showering for 24 hours, bro. I mean, you get friendly real quick. Please, when you watch this and you're a marcher, you better wear deodorant.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Pack it. Yeah.
So what's one thing that you're going to pack that maybe nobody thinks about? What's one thing you thought like, maybe I should do this? I know, putting you on the spot.
I don't, I mean, besides the deodorant, I don't know. I'm trying to pack with me very minimal.
All right. I'm going to tell you this. Pack a toothbrush, brother.
Oh, okay.
You probably didn't think about it. You probably did, but I'm going to tell you right now, new breath, new life. Swear to you, brother.
Packing a toothbrush.
20 hours in, little rinse. Well, you feel like a new person.
That's good stuff.
Oh, trust me. So let's talk about the symbolic pain of life, because this is 22 hours and it symbolizes, 22 lives lost, a day, with veterans. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I know the statistic might be 17-ish now or what have you. It's just been talked about 22, one life too many, right? Just one a day even. But we're also talking about those who are alive, still battling without shelter over there at homelessness, right? And I want to talk about homelessness for a second, because homelessness doesn't mean you're a hobo in the street extreme where you have nothing and you're sleeping there for, 122 days straight. It means that you don't have an address to call your own and you've got to couch surf, sleep in cars, have temporary roommates, crash with buddies, sleep at your aunt's house, sleep at your grandparents'. Like, that's part of homelessness, and I remember the shame through that, but the pain that our veterans feel, this is where we're going to find the best of us, bro. This is what part do you think this is your first year?
Yeah,
what part are you most worried about? Like, there's got to be something.
Most worried. I mean, if you ask my friends, it would be, when I get tired, I get really cranky.
Oh, good.
So just beware, Red Platoon.
Yes, I'm glad you're not in mine.
I think it's probably just the weight on my back. I mean, I have a bad back. So
okay, well, how much weight are you carrying?
Not very much, but it doesn't matter.
I know, but you don't have to. You know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm going minimal in my bag. I am going as minimal as possible.
Yes. Trust me, even that bag full of 2-liter water and a few other trinkets in there will weigh 100 pounds by the time you're done.
No,
the chafing alone, brother. How much have you trained?
I go out 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
5-ish miles.
Okay, good.
A couple of longer ones, but
yeah. So you feel pretty. How about the feet, brother? That's what's going to.
My feet so far are pretty good.
Okay.
Where's some wood here?
Because
that's going to change Saturday and Sunday.
That's so funny, because I'm going to play this clip back over and over again. My feet are good.
So I said so far.
Yes.
I said that's going to change.
I'm telling you right now, protect those feet, man. You gotta. Everyone is different. I wear toe socks and another, like a merino wool sock, to keep the moisture off of it. And it's a whole routine. Here's the other part. I'm telling you, change every stop.
Oh yeah.
If you don't, you'll regret it. Again, new clothes, new life. That's how I feel. It's like a reset, but symbolically, when we get down into a spiral, which I'm sure you've been there, right? You disengage and you stop brushing your teeth, you stop taking a shower every day. I'm not saying you, I'm telling you about me, um, but man, sometimes you just gotta brush your teeth, throw on a new set of clothes, pick your chin up, and be accountable to the people around you, right? Because the 50-mile march is not the 50-mile one-man march. It's the 50-mile, let's get together with other crazy people march, right? And the part of that is accountability, Brett. You know, in your healing journey, who did you lean on for accountability, or did you lean on people to pull you out of pull you through?
Well, I'm probably really bad at leaning on people.
Yeah, see, there you go. Let's talk about, if you're bad, I want to know how bad. Like, let's just be honest here.
I mean, I definitely had some friends I confided in, my folks a lot.
Okay, yeah. So there are people you lean on.
There are some people, and I went and I sought some help out. You know,
Good
a couple of years
professional
later.
help.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean,
Good.
So I think people brought it to my attention that I was not being myself. I mean, I was short with things and
Yeah.
just wasn't in the right mindset, and I didn't, whether I saw that myself or not. I mean, I think I kind of felt it.
We're going to be fine.
Right.
And you're going to be okay.
Right.
And you weren't going to do anything bad. But you know what you're doing, right? You're placing yourself second. Whenever you do that, whenever you say, I'm going to be fine, you're probably one of those DIY guys. You can probably do a lot of stuff yourself. Are you handy?
I'm a little handy.
Okay. See, that's another symptom. I'm generalizing here, but anyone who is independent, handy, do it yourselfer, researcher, I can do it. I don't need anyone's help. I'll push the car up the driveway myself. You know, usually when they get into a bad situation, they try to do it DIY too.
Yeah. And full disclosure, I mean, I probably didn't necessarily seek out the help for myself initially. I wanted to repair those relationships that I think were breaking because I wasn't myself.
Oh yeah.
And so, you know, it was kind of like, I'm going to hurt this relationship and this relationship if I don't fix me. So that's kind of, I mean, my friends definitely pushed me in that direction.
But you were accountable at least to your friends,
right?
To say, hey, I want to keep this into place. Again, we're using other people though. Okay, I'm going to do this for them. But when do you do it for you? Did you do it for you? Or when did you start doing it for you?
I think I did it for me too. When I realized that it was hurting other aspects of my life.
Yeah.
It was everything I think I had bottled up was coming out.
Yeah.
And I mean, not to get too deep, but other stuff I had been made aware of some other stuff that kind of really hit home.
Yeah.
And that images you can't get out of your mind.
Yeah.
And I think those were really, really bothering me. And so I went out and I sought some help, and I mean, it was some of the exercises they had me do were amazing and very helpful.
Trauma is real, you know, physical, mental, you know, any trauma. I mean, and when I say real, everyone deals with it different, you know. Have you ever seen, your son's name is Brendan. Right?
Brennan.
Brennan. Yep. Brennan. Have you ever seen him crash on a bike when he was a little kid?
Absolutely.
Right. You're like, oh man, it's hard to see. Right. But you can't unsee that. Right. And that's a bike crash with your kid. Right. There are things that veterans see that you can't unsee. No. And, you know, even when you close your eyes, the images don't go away. And that's trauma for everybody. And I think you hit it on key is it's so important. You know, sometimes we look at these counselors or psychologists, psychiatrists, or these therapists, and we prejudge them to say, how are you going to fix me? That is, I think most people, they walk into a situation and say, how are you going to fix me? They're not. They're going to help you process so you can fix yourself.
Give you some tools to help you fix yourself.
Some of the exercises, I'm not going to lie to you, are like, what? You want me to do what? Like, you know, there's I don't know what the name of the therapy is, but it's a vibrating disc in two hands. And what happens is it alternates. And I said to myself, what is this? You know, it would vibrate here, close your eyes. It would vibrate here, and it's a pattern. apparently it works on the hemispheres of the brain and stimulates some sort of feeling that takes anxiety away, or trauma away. And not going to lie to you, it works, you know what I mean? But you have to believe it works too. So there's people out there right now that, what's the first step? I don't even know what to do, Brett. Like, what should I do? Like, what do you say?
The first step is just make a call to get help. And once you get in there, they will help lead you. I mean, you don't have to come in, okay, I'm going and this is going to be what I'm going to do. They will lead you to kind of where you need to go. And by whatever your story is, give you the tools to help address that story.
Did you ever feel like you didn't have time in the beginning? Oh, man, I ain't got time for this.
Absolutely. I still don't have time. I mean,
you have to make,
but you have to make time for it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, in my situation, now a single father raising a kid, taking care of a house, going to work, to try to sneak that in. And then when your kid's around, you want to be present for them. So you don't want to be going off doing something else. I mean, it's hard. I mean, to find time for yourself. But I mean, you need to do it.
I want to highlight this because you're not sharing custody with anybody anymore, per se. You're not co-parenting with anybody right now. It's just you, and we were talking about this earlier, single dad. I don't hear too many people go, hey, I'm a single dad, right? Do you look at yourself as a single dad? Like, or do you, when you say, oh, you're a single dad, what is that?
I think I'm the parent. I mean, I'm the parent. Probably doesn't get the best of both worlds like he had. I mean,
that's fair.
I could handle the sports and stuff,
but
all the school and the academics and what classes you're supposed to sign up and doctor's appointments, that was not my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Think about that,
we take a lot of things for
granted. Yeah. No, I get that, man. I don't know what I would do, whether it's one child, 4 children, or what have you. It's Brennan. What is Brennan's sentiment now to you? Like, has he said anything to you lately that it just hit you like, oh man, that's so good?
He's pretty quiet.
He's getting to be a man.
And he's bigger than me. So I mean,
I did see that, brother.
They're not. Yeah. So he is the most chilled, laid back, guy. I mean, I say young man that I could hope for. And if he was probably any other child, I don't know if I would have been able to handle this.
Yeah.
I think he worries about me.
That's fair.
And I worry about, short story. We're at the trial and we both had to testify at the trial. And I went before him. And I guess when I was at the trial, he was with the victim's advocate out in the room. And the guy's like, how are you doing? Because he was going to go right after me. And he's like, I'm fine, but I'm working.
Oh, while you were testifying?
While I was testifying.
So he didn't see most of it or any of, did he see any of it? No. So he was worried for you.
He was worried for me, which is
which is crazy.
Kids aren't supposed to worry about their parents.
No.
And parents were supposed to worry about the kids.
He was
16.
16 at that time. Think about that for a second.
That's crazy.
Most 16-year-olds don't even know what they're going to wear for school today. And he said at the time, I'm worried about my dad.
Yeah.
See, that's when you know you guys did a good job.
He is amazing.
Yeah, man. I haven't thought about all the dimensions of this conversation. Again, I don't prejudge my guests because I want the connection to be pure, and I want it to be true. I want to share your story so other people don't have to suffer. And this is such a great example, though, of how the human spirit, grows even in adversity, right? It's dumb sometimes, or is it dumb when people say, hey, are you ever going to get over it? You don't get over it.
You don't get over it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure educationally that people listen to that. Hey, man, are you getting over it? Like, no, you get through it, but you never get over it. Right?
100%.
Yeah, man. Since I've known you, again, I don't know you outside of our conversations, and I'm sure we've never hung out, but man, the inspiration that you have set, I want you to know there are whispers in the galley, right? Where people are, man, that's a good dude. You know, they're whispering, that's a good, you know, you hear all the whispers, and I'm sure you hear it. I'm sure you feel it, right? But it's all been positive, man.
Good.
It's all been
Good.
positive. Here we are, less than a few days away, bro. I know, dude.
Yeah.
This it's good, but what do you hope to accomplish after this? Just when you get to the end, after all this. First of all, you've got hundreds of miles in.
Yep.
You know you can do this. You look fit anyway. Your feet are all right now.
Right now.
Right now. You're a busy dad. You spent probably a good $200, $300, $400 on gear, I'm sure by now, right? What do you hope to see at the end of this for yourself? I want you to be selfish.
For
for
myself
yourself first.
To accomplish it.
Oh, that's
and B, I kind of want to show my son that we can do hard things if we put our mind to it, and we want to help other people. And so I want him to see what I'm doing as a very positive thing.
yes.
Before I even signed up for this, I asked him if he was okay with it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because I don't, you know,
because you don't know how he felt.
yeah,
or,
I don't know. I want him to understand the reason why I did this.
Yeah.
And to see how hard it is, and that I'm willing to do this and put my body through it, and get the story out there to help other people. So I want him to be able to see that in me.
Yeah.
What I'm doing, and then that everyone else sees that. I mean, we talk about, Cari was killed and all this, but it's not just that. It's not just the veteran that is suffering. And whether the veteran takes his own life, there's other people around that are going to suffer.
Yeah.
Whether they have kids, they have a spouse, siblings, mom, dad, they're all going to be hurt if that happens.
Yeah.
So I think, really just, getting this story out there, modeling behaviors I want my son.
Yes. If nothing else, right? He's going to say, my dad did this selflessly to show me how to be a better man. That's pretty cool, bro. See, and you were at the mission briefing, weren't you? Were you
Yep.
at the mission? Yeah. Where I said, stop telling your kids what to do.
Right.
Show them what to do. Did you hear that loud and clear?
Absolutely.
Brother, stop telling your kids to be a star athlete. Stop telling your kids to, aspire to be something that you weren't. Show them who you are. And if you'd only be so lucky that they model your behavior, everyone's kids are different. And what I hope most for my kids is that they can think on their own, that they share a little bit more if they have a little more, right? Share a little more of what you have extra, and just don't worry about too much, because that will paralyze you, man. That will paralyze you. So that's the other part. When you were thinking of signing up on this, I'm sure some people, family, friends were like, whoa, man, what are you doing? Again, I was one of them.
Right. I was kind of worried. Like, I didn't know what their opinions were going to be, or, if they were going to truly understand the reason why I was doing this. So far it's been, very positive.
You raised a ton of money.
It went pretty quick.
It went very quick. Anybody, we won't say the name, but anybody donate that you're like, whoa. Like, hey, I didn't know that. I didn't even talk to him.
When I was in college, I used to coach high school baseball out in Wyoming. One of the kids I coached donated.
Nice.
Guy I haven't talked to in 25 years, 20 years.
That should tell you something as a coach, brother. That should tell you something, because when you don't talk to somebody for 25 years and they recognize you for something you do with resources or money from their own pocket, you ain't talked in 25 years. That's a great surprise.
Yeah, I'm like, that's super cool. I would never expected that, but very appreciative.
That says something about you, man.
hope so.
I mean, I'm sure you're not perfect, right?
I am very far from perfect. I mean, we can call Brendan right now and he will tell you all the way that I'm not perfect.
Hey, but, you know, while all of us are not perfect, we can do things with good people, you know, and go through this journey of life. You know, I want to share this with you, and I really want you to remember this. I want this experience to stay with every end user, with every, I call them end users, right? With every marcher, with every volunteer, with everyone who's involved. But I do want to talk to the walkers for a second, because in 22 hours of pain, you know, I don't care how great of an athlete you are. It's just a test. So I tell people, hey, some people live 70% of life. They go to work, they pay bills, they go to sleep, they go to work, they pay bills, they go to sleep. That's 70% of life. Nothing wrong with that, right? Then you get 85% of life where people are like, you know what? I'm going to work out a little bit. I'm going to make an impact here. Oh, I'm going to take care of myself, and I'm going to do some good things. That's good. Then there's the 95 percenters. Here's what I talk about. The 95 percenters will find the best of themselves when they put themselves through grueling pain. I'm never going to say what we are as Ironman triathlete. I'm never going to say that we're Olympians, because we're not, but we are willing to put our bodies through 120,000 steps, 50 miles, 22 to 23 hours, sleep deprivation, food deprivation, you know, I mean, just the struggle. And I promise you, on this journey of 50 miles, you'll find 95% of yourself, brother. You'll find pain that you never knew. You know, 100% is when you die. Like Evil Knievel, he's living 100% life. When you do crazy stuff and you die, that's 100%. 95 is just enough to scare you.
Yeah, right? Just get to the edge.
That's it, brother. Get right to the edge, and you look at yourself and you say, are these blisters going to stop me? You know, that's the other thing, right? What's going to stop you? Let me ask you that. What's going to stop you? Like, what kind of injury would stop you? I mean, right? You don't know.
Yeah. I can't. Walking, I don't know if there could be an injury that would stop you. I mean, snap an Achilles?
That would be bad,
that
right?
would be bad.
Be very bad. But you've been practicing, so your Achilles should be.
It should be good. Yeah, I don't. No, I don't. I mean, I expect the blisters and the sore feet and the aching back and just being completely tired. So
yeah,
I mean, it's gonna suck. It should suck.
It
should be a hard thing.
Yeah, and that's just it. So wrapping this up, I want to ask you if there's someone out there right now, they're thinking of getting involved next year, or they're thinking of getting involved just to ruck, to do this. Man, you heard it, right? Oh, I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, would you? What would you say to them, brother?
I do it. Challenge yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, at least, go out there and see if you can do it. See if it's something you like.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if you're not getting involved with rucking and walking, there's other ways to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Be a volunteer.
Yeah.
There's nothing saying you can't raise funds by not walking. You can still.
Absolutely.
But challenge yourself, do crazy things. And see where it takes you.
Of all the veteran organizations that you've known, you looked at ours, and what caught your eye about us? And
because I think it was so many different areas, the community hope.
Yes.
And again, having people involved, and they had great experiences with it. Word of mouth.
Yeah.
So, I think it's kind of really stuck out, and it's local.
Yeah.
It's not
for
a
sure
national thing. It's very local.
It's all coming here, brother.
So I like keep it in the community here.
Yeah.
So,
this is something that you become part of, and it becomes part of you. You never leave this. You know that, right?
I've become very well aware of that.
Yeah. I'm sure you met good friends along the way.
Yeah. It's been great. I've gone on some weekend rucks with my team, and had great conversations.
Isn't that funny to say my team?
My team.
Platoon, right?
Red platoon. The rumor is we're the best platoon, but
that's a rumor, though.
That's a rumor.
ugly rumor right there, bro. Because it's all about the white platoon, but we're good. Well, listen, I appreciate you honoring or sharing your story. Um, I honor the life of your ex-wife. Sharing your son's story with us, being vulnerable, takes a lot of guts. Takes a lot of strength to be able to talk about this stuff. And someone's going to listen today, and they're going to figure out what their connection is. Thanks for being on, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Good. Yes. That was so good, man.
Thanks for tuning in to The Connection. It's been a fantastic journey exploring stories, insights, and inspirations that bridge our lives. Remember, every connection has the power to transform. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Your feedback keeps us going. In this connected world, let's make meaningful connections that enrich lives. Now, signing off until next time. The Connection. Keep connecting and let's go.